Hey, what's up? I'm Phil from All That Remains, and they were asking about crazy tour stories. Well, one of the first times that we ever took a bus on tour, for some reason the bus company sent us a driver that couldn't get into Canada. Now we have to send the tour routing to the bus company before the tour starts, so they knew. And the bus driver, you'd assume, would know that he couldn't get into Canada. Well, we get to the border, and we've got a couple shows that are there, and one of them was sold out in Toronto, and we're like, we're not missing these shows. So we kicked the bus driver off the bus, and we took the bus ourselves into Canada. It was a beautiful day. It was in January, but it was gorgeous out. It was real sunny and stuff. Cold, but whatever. And so I decide I'm going to go ahead and take a nap, because when you go to the border, we got to the border early in the morning, and got to stand around and do all that stuff. So we get into Canada. I'm like, I'm going to go lay down. I lay down, and then a little while later, our tour manager comes and says, "Hey, Phil, come here." As I'm getting up, I guess what happened was there was a big snow squall that had come through, and basically just complete whiteout. You couldn't see the road or anything. And so as I'm getting up, the guy that was driving the bus, his name was Casey, was going to go ahead and just pull it off to the side until the squall passed. What he didn't realize was, because the wind was blowing, it looked like it was fairly flat on the side of the road, but there was actually a dip. So as he goes over to the side, the bus starts to tip. And as I'm walking out of Bunk Alley, I literally had to stand half on the floor and half on the wall so I didn't fall over. The bus goes to about 45 degrees or so. I mean, it was like this. And we had a safe in one of the bunks that fell out and hit our tour manager on the head and gave him a big old gash. And we were stuck. Obviously you can't just back the bus out. So about 2 hours later, they come with a tow truck, and I stick my head out the front driver's window, and I was like, "You'll be able to get us out of here?" And the guy goes, "Ain't lost one yet." I'm like, cool. So fine, they pull us out. Thank God, no one got significantly hurt except for a bump on the head. And I get out and I talk to the tow truck driver, and he goes, "I didn't want to say this when you were in there, but I've never seen a bus that tilted without going over." Apparently, because of the snow, it had wedged up against the side of the bus and actually kept us from going going completely over. And he's like, "Your front tire was about 3 feet off the ground." So that was, and they pulled us out, and we still managed to get to the show and play the show. So that was probably the craziest thing that's happened on tour, for us at least. No one died, but the show must go on.